In this video, we will see about addressing modes in 8051 microcontroller. Before going to addressing modes in 8051 microcontroller, we will see some basics of program statement in assembly language. A given program statement in assembly language consists of three fields, that is label, instructions and comments, which are arranged as shown here. Okay, label, then comes instruction followed by comments. Let us see now what are these fields. Label is a name given to a memory location of a program statement. When we write a program statement, it is stored at a particular memory location. So that memory location is nothing but the label. Then comes instructions. Every instruction has two parts. One is opcodes, the other one is operands. What is an opcode? It specifies what type of instruction has to be performed on the data. Operands are nothing but the data on which the operation is to be performed. Operands again are of two types, source operand and destination operand. Operands which are inputs for an operation are called source operands, and destination operands are the operands where the result of an operation is stored. Next field is comments. These are used to explain a program statement. A comment is given starting with the two forward slashes symbol. Let us see all these fields with the help of an example. Consider a statement: move R0, hash 10H. In this, the comment, that is a statement which explains this instruction, is nothing but your comment. What is the comment here? Move the value 10H into register R0. Now, what is the instruction which is given here? That is, what type of operation we are performing. We are performing the operation of move. So therefore, opcode for this instruction is move. Now, what are the operands here? They are R0 and 10H. Here we are moving 10H value to R0. Therefore, 10H becomes source operand and R0 becomes destination operand. This is a summary of what we have seen till now. A program statement consists of three fields: label, instructions, comments. Instructions consists of opcode, operands, and these operands are of two types: source operand and destination operand. Next, let us now go to addressing modes. What are addressing modes? These are the different ways of accessing the data. In how many different ways you can access the data are called as addressing modes, and we can also define them as the way by which we specify the operands in a instruction. Like for example, we can store data in a register and then use that register wherever we want the data, or we can also store the data in a memory location and can access the memory location. Therefore, there are different ways in which the data can be accessed or specified. These different ways are nothing but the different addressing modes in 8051 microcontroller. Now, a given instruction can contain one or many operands, and these addressing modes are for any given microcontroller are determined during its designing, and they cannot be changed by the programmer. 8051 microcontroller provides 5 different types of addressing modes. They are immediate addressing mode, register addressing mode, direct addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, and indexed addressing mode. Let us now see these addressing modes in detail. Immediate addressing modes. In this type of addressing mode, the data comes immediately after the opcode and it is given in the instruction itself. To make the data or to understand that data is given directly in the instruction, we use the symbol hash. That is, wherever we see this hash symbol, we can understand that it is nothing but the data which is given immediately after the opcode. And this type of accessing or specifying data is called immediate addressing mode. Here the data cannot be changed. So therefore we say that source operand is constant. Let us now see the examples for this. Okay, different ways of writing it. Here move a comma hash data. So the comment or the explanation for this is nothing but load the immediate value data into accumulator or into A. Like for example, we can write move a comma hash 25h. Here the data that has to be entered is 25h. So it is coming directly within the instruction. The data follows the opcode. Hence this is called as immediate addressing mode. You can also give the data directly to a register like move r comma hash 63h. Load the value 63h into register r. So this is the immediate addressing mode where you specify the data which has to be operated or whatever be the operation to be performed is specified in the instruction itself. Next we will go to register addressing mode. In this register addressing mode, we store the data in a register and the data is specified or accessed with the help of the names of these registers. The advantage is that this addressing mode requires only 1 byte of memory. Examples: move a comma rn, that is copy the contents of register rn into A, or you can also copy the contents from A to register rn. You can see that whatever the data we want to give, that is stored in registers and we use this register to access that data or to specify the data. Here in the example we have stored the data in R1 or R2. Then with the help of these registers we are specifying that data. Because we are using registers here to specify the data, this is called as register addressing mode. Next, direct addressing mode. In direct addressing mode, the data is stored in a RAM memory location and then it is accessed with the help of this memory locations. And we always specify the memory location where the data is stored. These are the examples. Move a comma direct. Direct is nothing but a memory location. So we are asking microcontroller to copy the data from this memory location direct to A. The reverse is also possible. You can copy the data from the memory location from A to memory location. Then these are the other examples. You can copy the data from memory location to register, from register to memory location, and you can also give directly the data. These are the example. Move a comma 10h, that is the value which is stored in the memory location 10h is copied to accumulator A. Here 10h is not the data, it is the address of a memory location. How do we know that? Because here there is no hash symbol. If you give a hash symbol here, then 10H will become the immediate data. This one thing we have to remember while using different addressing modes. One more example we will see. Move 50H, R3, that is copy the data from the register R3 to memory location 50H. So we are using or accessing the data using memory locations in direct addressing mode. Next, register indirect addressing mode. Here a register is used to point to a data. We use a register to store a memory location, and the data in that memory location is accessed with the help of that register. One important thing to note here is we can use only the registers R0 and R1 as pointers, or the registers to hold the address of a data. These registers are called as pointer registers, and to specify that these registers are used as pointers, they are preceded with the sign @ We will see example. Move a comma @ri. Here ri is acting as a pointer register. How do we use this addressing mode is, first we will store a data at some memory location, then the address of that memory location is stored in this register ri, and we give instruction to microcontroller to copy the data from address in ri to a. We are neither specifying the data directly nor the memory location where it is stored. The address of the memory location is being stored in ri, and we are accessing that data with the help of that register, and that is this register ri is acting as a pointer to the data, hence it is called as pointer register. We will see one more example. Move direct @ri, that is copy data from the address which is in ri to the address direct. These are the examples. As we know, we can use only R0 and R1 in indirect addressing mode. Move a comma @r1, move @r0 comma a, etc. Then we move to the last addressing mode, that is indexed addressing mode. Now in this indexed addressing mode, we use two registers to form the address of a data, and the data in these two registers is combined to form the address of a memory location. The two registers that are used are, one is accumulator, which is used as an index address, and the other one can be either a program counter or the data pointer register. These two are used as base address. The contents of these two registers is combined and it gives the final address of the memory location. Mostly this addressing mode is used to access the data table from program memory. Examples. This is the example. Copy data from the program memory address, which is formed by addition of contents of A and PC, that is A and program counter into accumulator A. So this is about the different addressing modes in 8051 microcontroller. Thank you.